In this lesson, we will be talking about the sum to infinity. So, the word infinite simply means forever going. We are adding numbers until we don't even stop adding them. We can add them million times, but we'll forever going until we reach even 2 billion and even pass. Okay, so in order for a series to meet the requirement of being an infinite one, it must first converge, meaning it must have a ratio of between -1 and 1. As long as it has a ratio that is not of -1 and 1, for example, that is outside this interval, for example 2 or -2, we no longer talk about a sum to infinity. We're now talking about something else, and that's not what we are going to do. So when we're talking about sum to infinity, you must know that first the series must converge. Okay, that's an important note there. So the symbols here do not change. A still stands for the first term. R still stands for the ratio. Because the formula for sum to infinity has R, this means we're talking about a geometric series. The only series that can converge is only a geometric series. An arithmetic cannot, because with an arithmetic, we don't talk about the ratio, but we talk about difference. So because the formula here says that the sum to infinity, the symbol here means infinity. The sum to infinity is equal to A, which is the first term, divided by 1 minus R, which is the ratio. The ratio, we don't change. R is equal to T2 over T1 is equal to T3 over T2. And then after finding the first term and the ratio, you plug them into the formula to calculate the sum to infinity. Make sure you understand this. Don't make a mistake. First check, is the ratio between -1 and 1? Yes, this means it meets the requirements of being a sum to infinity. Otherwise, you have a right to oppose. But else how? This is how everything is done. So, the series which adds up to infinity, we said that the ratio must be between -1 and 1. Let's have an example that we have had in one of the videos. So we said here it was 4 plus 2 plus 1. So the ratio here is equal to T2 over T1 is equal to T3 over T2. And then I'm going to say that T2 is equal to 2 divided by T1, that is 4. Is equal to T3, that is 1, divided by T2, that is 2. In all cases, I get 1 over 2. This means that my ratio is equal to 1 over 2. Then the value of A, which is the first term in the series, is 4. This means that we are adding them until and until and until. They never stop. Okay? So, this is the first thing that we have been talking about. That in order for this series to be a sum to infinity, the ratio must first be between -1 and 1. So, now we're going to calculate the sum to infinity. We're going to say that the sum to infinity, is equal to A over 1 minus R. Don't mix this formula up. Don't say R minus 1. No, it's 1 minus R. It's given in the formula sheet. Make sure you check it at the back of your question paper. It will be provided to you. So the value of A is 4 divided by 1 minus 1 over 2. And here we end up having 4 over. What is 1 minus 1 over 2? It's 1 minus 1 over 2. What is it? It's 0.5, which is 1 over 2. So it's 1 over 2. 1 minus 1 over 2 is 1 over 2. And 4 divided by half, that gives us 8. This means that the sum to infinity in this case is equal to 8. I hope you understand everything. I guess we have reached the end. And we will be doing the practice problems to cover all the work that we have done in the previous lessons. Thank you for watching.